All right.
We're rolling.
So introduce everyone, and I'll sit down when you fucking do it.
Whose show is this?
Your show.
It doesn't feel like
control, Ari.
I'm pretty sure that you have a way harder time getting through life than the average person, Ari. I don't know why anybody would listen to this. I know I won't.
Ari, your advice single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
unlicensed therapy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Unlicensed Therapy with me, your host, Ari Mannis. Today we have a guy who you may have seen him on TV. You probably haven't. Not a lot of people know who this guy is. And he
Pauly
was
Shore, ladies and gentlemen.
Pauly Shore is here. And Matt Edgar and my good friend Matt Edgar, both funny comedians. Matt Edgar, pretty successful. You probably already knew who he was. He doesn't need an introduction.
It's okay. We got a new up-and-comer here.
What was cool is that last night we were at the Joe Rogan Club, and I saw you across the way, right? I saw you across the way, and you're with the brunette from a Polynesian.
Whoa, let's not talk about that.
That's not being disrespectful. You're being nice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're with her. You're standing with her.
Yes.
You could have just walked up.
You're right.
And I said hi. I said good yantif, right?
Yeah.
And then he was there.
I don't remember seeing you at all.
Really?
We must have just missed each other.
But you said you saw him behind the bar, right?
Yeah.
I saw that too. So
you
we
must
were
have been
there.
on the other side or
That's
something.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
close.
he was there because I've been trying to get him on Kill Tony, even though he's best friends with Kill Tony.
You've never been on as a guest, Judge?
He's a
I've been on
judge.
on the
Yeah.
panel.
Got
yeah.
it. Okay.
So we're in Austin too, by the way, just FYI.
This
Well,
is
he's
at the
fans.
new Melrose Podcast Studio
Yeah.
in Austin, Texas.
Have you done one of your podcasts here?
No, this is the first one. What a great one.
Wow.
Listen, two Austin locals here.
I mean,
This is
Matt
I've
and
done a lot
Pauly.
of huge things in my career,
Yeah.
but
This is
Isn't
the
this wild
most
that this
honor.
is where our business has come? Our business has come to a place where people just want to see people talk. Like these fucking three idiots right here. People are going to actually listen to us talk. It's fucking weird, right?
But before we get started, I have to bring it up. First person to ever take me on the road about 10 years ago, ever,
Oh.
Pauly Shore.
Wow.
Do you remember how it happened? It's
No,
okay if you
'cause
don't.
you're just
It's okay
another
if you don't.
fucking-
I mean,
Here's how it happened. You tweeted on your Twitter and you said, "Hey, I need someone to help set up my computer." And I responded. I was like, "I could set up your computer." And you're like, "All right, come. Here's my office address. Come." So I would go to the upstairs of the Comedy Store. I'm 6 months into comedy, brand new to LA. Been hanging out though at like potluck. I think I might have met you a couple times, but like unknown. I'm still unknown, but you know what I mean. Like no one knew me there.
Yeah. What year is this?
2012.
Okay.
I'm upstairs in Pauly's office, just under his desk. He's like, plug this in.
okay.
So I'm plugging stuff in, and you're like, you do comedy? And I was like, yeah. He's like, how old are you? I'm like, 22. He's like, when I was 22, I was a movie star. And I was like, cool. Okay, thanks.
I like saying that to young
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, no,
You
he's-
know, no,
heard
yeah.
that
You were
one.
joking. You were joking, to be clear. He was not as douchey as that sounds.
Yeah.
And
But that wasn't a joke. He really was a movie
yeah,
star
yeah.
at
He was
22.
joking, but also not joking at all. And then you said, you do comedy? I was like, yeah. And you're like, where do you perform? I said, the Ice House. He goes, I've never performed at the Ice House before. And I'm like, you haven't? It's been around forever. You go, no, I never have. And I was like, well, I can get you a spot there. And he's like, yeah, I'm down to do a night there. So I talked to them. I go to the manager of the Ice House. I go, hey, I was working on Pauly's computer, and he said he'd like to do a night here. He's never done here. He goes, Pauly's been here a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So then I'm driving Pauly to the Ice House, and we do the show together, and I happened to do good that night. And then you took me on the road, and Steve Simone was there at the
Wow.
Ice House. It was a big night for me, though.
That's crazy. Well, look
Wow.
at, now we're in some digi basement in Austin, Texas,
Yeah.
somewhere. That's crazy, dude. Yeah. So I told you that I never been there, yet I had been there.
Yeah, you
Maybe
didn't
I just
remember.
didn't know the.
You had no recollection.
Yeah, the
Wow.
we drive.
configuration.
No, but it was funny as we're on the way there, and
And
you're
I'm
like,
like, wait a
you're like,
minute.
I've never been there, and I was like, I think you have, and you're like, no, I haven't. And then we get there, and you go, yeah, I've been here. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the Ice House.
yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean the same thing to you.
Ice. Ice.
That's a weird
I like
perspective
that.
Pauly has on the other clubs. If you
No,
Yeah.
I like the Ice House, and I
Yeah,
just
it's
played
good.
the new one
Mhm.
with Johnny Buss, the owner of the Lakers.
Yeah,
they
the Buss
have it
family.
there. I just did it last week, and it's great. It's a great room.
Yeah.
They just need some, they need some tickle the cojones.
It's tough. It's
over
a tough
there.
business, as you
Yeah,
know.
tickle the cojones. But yeah, I remember that was cool. And then we went. I took you out. I got a burp 1 sec. Sorry, I do that sometimes. No
You
disrespect.
burping or farting?
No, we were at Terry Black's. Bro.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
That's what that
Apologize.
is.
That's a burp?
I've
Yeah.
heard that come out of you for years, and I never knew what that was.
A burp.
I
yeah.
thought that was a sneeze. I thought that's how you sneezed.
I always thought it was clearing your throat, like a cough almost. Like, that's a burp.
I thought it was like some some nervous
No,
twitch or
it's
something.
because my mom would always say, "You don't chew. You gotta chew your food. Chew your food." Yeah. So
Another big thing that you gave to me in my life that I've been stealing and using a lot, as you know, is the word spatch.
spatch. Yes.
I love spatch. That's my favorite
yeah.
Pauly term.
She's
Yeah, the first
spatch.
time you did, I go, "What is that?" And you go, spatch. Like, get rid of it.
Spatch,
And I was like,
spatch.
"How'd you come up with that?" And you're like, "I don't know. I just did." And I was like, "Okay." And I've been using
Yeah.
it ever since.
Yeah. So yeah, you went out with me a lot. We went to where did we? I mean, we've been to. I mean,
We've been,
for both you guys. both.
Ohio,
Yeah.
Idaho, also all the shit. What do you call the tertiary markets?
The tertiary markets. Yeah. The towns in between the big towns.
Mhm.
We went
The
to
Funny Bones.
and then we went to Twin Peaks, which
Twin
is
Peaks.
it's always good. If you're not familiar with what Twin Peaks is out there, you guys, it's basically a slut restaurant.
Yeah.
So there's like Hooters.
It's like a trashier
there's-
Hooters.
Yeah, there's like Tilted Kilt, Tilted Kilt, and then
Mhm.
there's Twin Peaks, and it's basically if you go there, it's all dudes just that are married. You know what I mean? That just like to go and basically, order food, and the women there that work there are probably as young as their daughters.
Yeah.
That, right?
Or younger.
Yeah, and you go there and it's fun, and it kind of kills some time in the middle of the day when you're playing a small town.
Yeah, when you're lonely and maybe missing the company of a woman,
Yeah.
you can get
It's
it
like
there.
a strip club without the girls taking their
It's a
stuff off.
baby strip club.
Yeah.
That's what I think
And
of
then
it
you
as.
met a girl there.
One time I did meet a waitress, and
And
she
then you
flew to
her
LA.
out of LA,
Yeah.
and she fucks one of your friends too, right? What
The
happened?
story is not quite that simple, but,
But that's
kind of
pretty
that
what
simple.
happened. Like you brought her out, and then she
I-
spatched you,
So-
and then she hooked up with one of your homies.
No, she didn't hook up with a friend. So I brought this girl out once. We had a
Where,
good.
where was it? What town?
She
was
was
it
from
Iowa?
Indianapolis.
Oh, Indianapolis.
And we
I
had a
remember
good
that.
weekend together.
Yeah.
Or I forget her name. Doesn't matter. Probably shouldn't say it anyway. And we had a good weekend together. And then a year later, I was like, "Hey, do you want to come out again?" I think I was newly single, lonely, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm down." She comes out. She shows up to my door with a glass of wine. I'm like, "How did you get that from the airport to here?" She's like, "I'm on vacation." I'm like, "Okay." So she shows up drunk.
No.
I drink with her that night. The next day, I go, "Hey, I can't drink like that again, like the whole time you're here." And she's like,
She goes, "I'm from fucking Indiana."
she goes, "I'm on
man,
vacation. I'm gonna
shit."
go to the bar and I'll meet you back here
Yeah, I'm
now.
going
I'm
to
just
the
gonna go to
bar."
get a couple drinks." I'm like, "Cool. I could use a break at this point." I was happy. She goes to get a drink. She doesn't come home.
Right.
So I'm like, it's 5 a.m. She's not back yet.
Yeah.
She left with another guy. I take all her stuff, put it on trash bags, and put it out in my driveway. And I text her. I go, "Hey, your stuff's in trash bags on my driveway. If you want to get it, like, peace out." I'm like, I didn't bring this girl out here to go fuck some other
No,
dude.
that's crazy.
Yeah. I've had crazy shit like that happen.
It's sad.
Yeah.
They
I
don't-
one time I was going anyways, I was going to a vacation place. Let's say it's somewhere I should back up. Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good.
Somewhere foreign, and I met this girl from
Why can't you
Can't-
say where?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
from Canada. I met this girl from Canada,
Okay.
from Toronto, and I flew her to come see me. And I arrived a couple days before, right? And I'm waiting for her to show up, and she never shows up. And it's in a foreign land, so immediately I think like she got kidnapped. Do you know what I mean? Like she
Yeah.
got on the wrong thing, and da da da. And then I start calling like my friend, whose wife runs the DIA or whatever it's called, the FBI. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
like
government
look out,
agency.
look out,
Yeah.
look out, look out, because it's in a foreign land, and like I had hung out with this girl before. It wasn't the first time, so I trusted her. And basically, out of for about 2 days, like I think what happened is like I found out that I was looking for her, and then she she said she's fine. And what happened is I guess on the plane from blah 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 to where we're going, she met a group of dudes.
Oh.
And she basically pieced out on me, and just went with dudes like I didn't exist.
Wow.
And I was flying her in.
Yeah.
And I bumped into her. I was out at the nightclub in the foreign land, and I saw her, and she
After.
dispatched me. Yeah. And she's just like,
Did
and
you?
meanwhile, I was literally like thinking for sure she got kidnapped and killed. Absolutely. Because I hung out with her before, and she was so cool.
The disrespect. I don't understand.
Did you guys buy their plane tickets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what the thing with Ari and me's similar situation is my girl was a stripper, and Ari's girl
Was a Twin
was the
Peaks.
Twin Peaks
Okay,
girl.
well then they're
So their
probably
mentality, their mentality is, and they probably think that we don't care.
Right.
And the fact is that we do care.
Yeah.
We're humans. We're big hearts.
We have feelings. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we're
really
big hearts.
think they think you don't care?
Yes, because like, why would she just bail with a group of dudes? She's like, oh, he doesn't fucking care anyways.
I remember she said, like, what's the big deal?
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
like, I was just having fun. What's the big
what's
deal?
the big
and I'm
deal?
like,
Yeah.
I flew you out here and you're with another man. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh my
I
God,
don't know.
That sounds crazy,
I
but
got
how do they
crazy.
think that's okay?
I think
Because
they're
they
very
have the
in the
stripper.
moment. Yeah.
No, but they have the stripper like slutty girl mentality because they're not used to being human beings because they're used to guys just trying to have sex with them all the time.
Yeah.
So they don't think normal. Like, oh, that's disrespectful. Like, this dude flew me in. I like this guy. I'm gonna hang out with him. No, like, oh, they flew me in and I have a bigger, better situation.
Right.
Like with him, he pieced out. She pieced out because she wanted to go drink, and she's a hot chick from Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bummer. She broke my heart. But no, it's fine. No, it's not. She actually didn't. It's actually, but it's a good thing. Is what the psychiatrists say is, hey, they let you knew they weren't the right person, and they pushed you along the path to finding the right person.
Yeah, but they didn't mean for that to happen.
No, that wasn't their mentality.
That was from you
That's the way to
Googling
look
shit.
at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we are in Austin, boys.
So this
Just hanging
show,
out.
I have people email in their problems, and we give them advice. So I'm going to read some problems people have. That being said, preface, this show was
Is this
very...
going live right now?
No,
So
pre-recorded.
how are they going to email in?
Because they already emailed in ahead of time, not knowing.
He's
just
locked and
for
loaded, Pauly.
Previous episodes, they just email it in.
Okay.
That being said, this episode was very last minute. Literally, we decided to record this 3 minutes ago.
Well, what happened
So-
was you would just walk this in, tell them I got a burp. Right.
We walked in here. I came.
Go on.
That one
sound like
sounded
a
a
burp.
little more burpy. No, I was just showing Pauly and Matt the studio. They hadn't seen it before, and we walked in. And Matt's like, "We should do a podcast." So it just happened.
Yeah.
So because of that, I haven't pre-read these things, so they're unfiltered. So they might be bad. So I'm forewarning you guys.
Let's give it up before we continue this talk. Let's give it up to Ari Mannis
Yeah.
Thank
for
you.
being a baller.
And
Thank you.
this
Wow.
is
He's
a
got
beautiful
3
studio.
studios.
Thank you.
You've
And,
come a long way from the
know
guy that's making
how-
computers under my desk.
That's
right.
You know what I mean? And you didn't tell the kids that you blew me too when you were under my desk.
Well, I left that part out for their imagination. But
You
yeah, I
always
blew them. I
assumed.
fucked them. I took it. I was
Yeah.
the bottom. It was good.
okay, go on.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Yeah,
This
you
place
got
is
this in New York and LA.
Yeah, we have a studio here in Austin, Texas. The newest studio, the least used studio, and then we have LA and New York. All right, here we go. This was emailed in
I
anonymously.
think this is we're gonna do the Matt and Pauly podcast.
awesome. Oh, now that
Since
we.
I'm coming here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we should do that. I
We'll
mean,
do it.
Okay,
we live
so
feet
go
from
on.
each other.
So here.
This is anonymously sent in. My hobby was driving. I crashed my car. Now I don't have a car. I have no way
To do his hobby.
to kill myself now. What really fast motorbike can I get for cheap in the UK? All right, that's a bad one. See, this is what I'm talking about. No filter.
I started to take him seriously too. Like I took the bait, and he was like, "How do I kill myself?" Like, "Oh, shut up."
That was a bad. That was quite a bad
You
one.
didn't-
There's many ways to do that. Okay, you don't need a car to kill yourself.
Yeah, get drugs. But he said because he likes to drive a lot. Is what he said.
Mm.
Let's skip that. Let's not give that one any more attention.
Guess
Stand
what
in the
we
middle
are,
of the
you guys.
street, get
Guess
hit
what?
by a car.
Guess what we were doing? We were just 3 guys doing what?
Hanging out,
We were just what?
eating,
Driving
driving
around
around,
in your dad's car.
bonding in my dad's 2000
Yeah.
Suburban.
Yeah.
Good
This
times.
is cool.
My boyfriend, this is from Nicole,
What year did you get to the store?
2012.
What year?
07.
Yeah. Okay.
My boyfriend and I wanted to buy a house together, and originally I was going to be on the deed. But as
What does the D mean?
the deed, I think
Oh, and the
one of
D.
the owners of the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. Okay.
But as we're not married yet, I don't want to put him through that huge risk and obligation. So I am not going to be on the mortgage or deed, and it feels like we're not really buying our first house together. My boyfriend is telling me the deed is just a paper and it's our house.
Yeah.
I just have this mental block that it's not. How can I make it feel like it's our house? I will pay him rent that goes towards the mortgage and expenses.
He's a smart man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
absolutely
really
right
smart.
about that. Yeah, and I don't think
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. He doesn't have his both feet into the relationship, both feet into the water. Maybe he's just like one foot's on the land and he's dipping his toe in.
I think if they're not married, they made the right decision. Don't go both on the house because then you have to deal with the divorce and splitting the house, all that thing. If you really want to make it your house, marry the guy.
I could kind of relate to this in a way. When me and my girlfriend moved to Austin, the talks originally were I would be on the lease. And then she went ahead and did it without me.
Well, that's because she has cash and you don't.
Well, that's not true because I came here and I make
Don't
money.
get defensive,
but-
bro. You already told me you're living out of your car before your chick.
But okay, Paul, I don't think we should do a podcast together. By the way.
Were you living in a car?
What do you
Let's
mean?
talk
We
about
can't
that.
do the
No.
Man Pauly podcast?
I wasn't living in a car.
I know. I was
Okay,
kidding.
there's nothing wrong with
Obviously.
that.
No, I have spent nights in a car.
Yeah, but your dad's
That-
a judge.
No, okay, dude. You think I'm somebody else.
He thinks he's confusing you with your
I
girlfriend.
think you're
He
that.
wants
Yeah,
to go
he
on first.
clumped
Chinese.
up-
I think you're that other guy from the mothership that looks like you. I think. What's his name? Corey.
You're talking about Tyler.
Tyler. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Ari Maddie. There's another Ari at the
Yeah,
mothership
well,
too.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the funny thing is when you set this up to all hang out, before you text me that we're meeting with him, you asked for Ari Maddie's phone number. And so when you said I'm meeting up with Ari,
You assumed Ari Maddie.
yeah.
It's funny. I used to be number 2 Ari, and now I've dropped down to number 3 Ari.
Well, you got to
What a
live
shame.
here. You got to
Yeah.
live here. But my point is, like after the first lease went up, I'm
Do
on
my
the.
legs look okay on the podcast? I feel. A
All
little
right, this woman
insecure.
needs
They
help,
look really
Pauly.
good.
Sorry.
I'm
Your legs
relating
look
to
hot.
somebody.
Yeah,
real,
yeah,
just
yeah.
real fast, and we'll
Okay.
go right back to you.
No. I don't.
A
wanna,
year,
just wanna
a
make
year
sure my
after
legs don't
my
look
girl
bad.
signed the lease without me, it's time to renew the lease. Guess who the fuck is on this one? Things changed. That me not being on that lease didn't mean we didn't have an apartment together. I know it's different
Right.
than buying a house or a deed and stuff, but that thing will come in time. You're still moving forward in a relationship. Don't let that be the thing that brings you down.
I agree with that. And you know what? There's other ways to make it feel like your house. Buy some furniture. Pick out some furniture for it. Pick out the paint color that you choose on the walls. Make it yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, just like it's all within the relationship also.
I don't know. I've never been
Pauly-
that far. I've never been that far in a relationship
Yeah.
to answer any of these questions.
Right. I could tell.
So
Have you ever lived with a
And-
woman?
No, a little woman's lived
This
with
guy,
me.
this guy's so can't. This guy literally, where this girl's pouring her heart out. So am I trying to relate. He's like, "How do my legs look?" This guy doesn't give a fuck.
Well, no, but that's a big thing.
He has a floss. He has
Wait,
a floss
what?
pick on his hand.
What's a big thing?
How my legs look? Chinese, Sona.
All right, all right.
Okay, this is a good one for us.
She'll be
This-
all right.
We got a
this-
good one.
This next one's good.
She'll be all right.
What amount of years of age difference qualifies as an age gap relationship?
Ooh.
This is a good one for all three of us.
Well, this is all just opinion, right?
There's opinion. Some people would say age is just a number. Some people would say as long as she's past her puberty, you could date her. I don't
maybe,
think that.
Maybe there's always a gap. Let's all
Right. So what
agree to
at
that.
what age gap do you think it's inappropriate?
Oh, when it gets inappropriate.
Mm.
Well,
I'd
it
say
depends on
like what my brother Scott dates for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
He regresses. He gets older and he's like the girls kept getting younger.
Right. He's gone the opposite.
Yeah,
I
was
happen to
wondering.
know
Right.
a relationship that has a huge gap that looks very healthy. So there's one that I know of.
And
but
what's
before,
the age gap?
It's like he's old enough to be her dad.
Okay.
Like, and I would have thought that's when it's inappropriate. But I see the way that they operate, and I'm like, I guess I don't know. I mean, it depends on what they're in it for. If the older person is in it to control somebody, and the younger person is in it to be taken care of, that is just inappropriate.
Right.
It's not love.
That's daddy.
if it's love, I don't know. Who's to say who shouldn't be together?
I'm gonna say 10 years.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think you can still have a relationship more than 10 years, but to actually get serious.
You mean like
marry someone.
cross generations?
Yeah. I think if I'm gonna marry someone, can't be more than 10 years younger than me, or older.
So I'm 56.
So I think if you're gonna marry a girl, she's
gotta
got to
be
be 46. Yeah, 44 maybe.
What the fuck
you.
you looking at? Smirking at me? I'll fucking punch your face, motherfucker. You fucking gay ass mustache.
Look how mad he got.
Gay ass mustache.
Chinese! Oh my god, you just got so triggered, Pauly. Totally triggered.
Totally chigger buddy.
Nah, you know, if
No, I
there's
don't
hot
know.
44-year-olds, by the way, Pauly. That's my shit.
No, but
There
I
are
know
five.
what Ari's saying is completely correct because it does get to a point where it's a little weird and it's a little like, what's your motivation?
Right.
That's the thing.
And I'm not saying you
What's your-
can't have fun with younger than 10 years. Like if you want to have a fun week together,
Or like a real da-da-da-da-da.
yeah. If you're living with them, getting really serious, if it's more than 10 years, you're gonna.
So
just
let's
be
break
too
it down.
different.
But let's
Yeah.
break it down. If a girl is 20, the guy's 35, kind of creepy. Because I'm doing 15 years.
I
now.
would say
Right.
so.
Okay, so if the girl's 25 and the guy's 40, not as creepy.
What?
Not, but
If a
still
girl's
too much.
30 and the guy's 40, 50, not as creepy.
It's not
I
as
think
creepy,
the older you
but
get,
You're
it
getting
gets-
less creepy, but
I
it's still
agree.
creepy.
But if the girl's 35 or 40 and the guy's 55 or 60, that's not that creepy.
I don't think creepy is the wrong word. I don't think it's creepy. I think it's totally fine and appropriate. I'm just saying I wouldn't, if the age gap was that much, you wouldn't want to marry the person. You'd have too much differences. Hey, Brandon. How are
Hi,
you?
Brandon.
Okay, next we'll go to the next one.
Hi. Hi. You literally just walked in my shop. Right?
We're
Yeah,
rolling.
we're
If you wanna check
fucking
on- if you wanna
rolling,
check on
dude.
things.
No, we're just kidding. We're good.
Yeah.
Thanks. We
Okay,
like you.
This one was
We
left.
like your shoes and flip
You
flops.
literally put the fist out for him to walk into, and then you scolded him for walking into
Oh, friends.
it. That is so abusive.
Here's the next one.
No,
This-
but that's right, right? Like the older it gets, the less,
less,
weird,
yeah,
weird it
definitely.
gets. Because when a woman is 35, 40, she's pretty mature.
Yeah,
You know,
I
pretty
agree.
mature. She's
I
pretty
think
mature.
35, maybe that's like, if a 35 were to date a 60-year-old, then that's her fucking prerogative. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
Yes.
100%. I
If
think
you could
even
be
if
president, you
Yeah.
could date anybody of any age older than you.
with great power.
Speaking of our president, how old is Trump? 78.
78 years old.
And then Melania's got to be, what, 50? 45, 50?
something like that,
Fine.
yeah.
So that's pretty.
But do you think they actually have a best friend type of relationship, like you and your girlfriend Rachel? Sorry if I'm not supposed to say your name on a podcast, but you
Everyone
guys are
knows.
best friends, right? You hang out all the time. Like, yes, you like
But
breaks
you're,
from each
you're
other.
younger than her, right?
Older by like a year.
Oh, wow.
You guys are best friends. Do
How
you
old
think
are
that
you?
Trump?
38.
38. Wow.
Do you think that Trump and Melania are actually friends? Best friends? Do you think he confides in her? Do you think they cuddle and they tell each other about their day and their problems? I don't know, but I would
know
They
think
probably
no.
get along. I mean, for her to still be in that mix,
Yeah.
they got to be laughing, like, because she was a bikini model girl, and he was like the guy hitting on the bikini model girls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, then
How long have they been together?
Good amount of time. I don't know.
since
how.
the Hawaiian Tropic days?
Yeah.
That's where they met.
What's that?
What's
Hawaiian
What is
Tropic.
that?
You don't
Is
know what
that
Hawaiian
Epstein's
Tropic
Island?
is?
You just aged yourself. What's Hawaiian Tropic?
Hawaiian
that sounds like
Tropic's
some
pretty cool.
90s shit for sure.
Hawaiian Tropic was an oil. If you Google it on your phone,
Okay.
Hawaiian Tropic is a suntan
Oh,
oil.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Suntan oil.
They did
And a
commercials
gentleman
together?
by the name of Ron Rice owned the company,
Uh-huh.
and it was like Hawaiian Tropic girls,
Uh-huh.
and there were contests,
Wow.
like a bikini contest.
And she was in them.
Yeah, I think she was, or she was like Miss Hungry or
Something,
something like
yeah.
that. But she was definitely like at one of those. One of those,
Yeah.
bikini
things.
thingies.
And he's
he
like,
was
yes,
there. Yeah,
you.
he's like, blah blah.
He's
blah,
like,
blah.
you're mine now.
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, billionaire.
I heard
Yeah.
Larry
yours.
David, somebody was like, he had like a really young girlfriend, and somebody's like, she only wants you for your money, and he's like, yeah,
Yeah, sounds good.
yeah, I only want her for the fuck. I got the money, she's got the vagina.
It's a good
What's wrong
trade.
with that?
Sometimes it's a good trade.
Look at man, intimacy is not the same for everyone.
Agreed. Definitely found that out the hard way. Here's one left anonymously. I just found out this guy I was into has a girlfriend back home, and he was a little unfaithful to her with
wait,
me.
say that again. I got distracted with your producer guy. Are you
I
cool or
He's just
do you like
sitting there
us?
doing his job.
Really? Whoa, bro.
I knew he'd want to be here and meet you.
Well, he's cool.
Just found out this guy I was into has a girlfriend back home, and he was a little unfaithful to her with me.
Wait, slow down again. Just found a guy.
I was into.
Okay, go slow.
He has a girlfriend.
Stop. She just found a guy that
she's
she
into.
was into. Okay, got that.
He has a girlfriend back
Okay,
home.
slow down. Now he has a girlfriend back home. Okay,
He was unfaithful to her with me,
got it.
and I don't know what to do. I've never been in this situation. Not sure if I should reach out to him first or tell his girlfriend or just not say anything, but I'm definitely hurt.
Definitely say nothing because
She's a side piece.
this guy is not trustworthy, and he's already showed you that. So you know to go further in this is not smart.
I would try
These-
to disconnect.
what you call red flags.
I would just try to disconnect my emotions from the situation.
Well, yeah,
if
you got
I
to
was
move
her.
on, but
No,
don't get involved.
She can still hump him.
No,
Yes,
I mean if she wants more drama in her life, that's
it's called
fine.
cock.
Best to make life as least complicated as possible.
So you say just leave the situation.
yeah, she doesn't owe this guy anything. This
But
guy's got to
what
get
if-
his.
What if there's more to it and he doesn't really love that girl back home and
He's got to handle his shit. It's not good to get into a relationship.
Yeah,
with
because if
somebody-
he's doing it to her,
he's doing
she'll do
somewhere
it
else.
to this girl too. So if he spatches the girl that he's seeing and starts to see this girl, then she'll, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just leave the situation.
Yeah.
Cut ties.
No, I wouldn't.
You say keep hucking him.
I just if she wants to hump him, sometimes it's
But this is
humping
where
good.
intimacy things are different. This girl actually has feelings for this guy.
Yes.
It's not the
Okay.
same as just fucking.
Yeah, she's
But
not
what
in
I,
it
no,
for the
but what
nut.
I'm saying is disconnect the feelings.
But
You
that's
just
not easy.
can't. What are you, a
can't do that.
sociopath? How can you just disconnect your
You
feelings?
just shut off your feelings? You know how to do that?
You know,
Teach
in
me.
your mind, you
Yeah.
could be like, "Yo, this guy's cool, but I'm not going to take him serious.
Right.
I'm
Sure.
just going to hump him, and it's going to be fine."
If you could do that, yes.
Yeah, if you're capable of that. I wouldn't be capable of that. I would just keep
Well, I don't
falling
know
deeper.
how she actually feels about this guy. I'm just thinking because
No, she said she's hurt by it.
she's hurt
She
by
likes
it.
him.
So then
Yeah,
I
she
would
likes him.
say save yourself and get out scotch free,
no.
unscathed.
No, what I would do is I would definitely disconnect emotionally and keep on getting cock.
That's literally your answer to everything.
It's not a bad answer. I
It
see
isn't
both
a bad
sides. I see
answer.
both sides of it, but
I
I say
do.
leave the situation. It's
Yeah,
probably
but
the
you're
better
just
one.
saying that because you're being filmed.
No. I'd
If
say
you
that.
weren't being filmed, you'd say, "Yeah, get some dick on
Here-
the side."
Yeah, but no, there's
this
other
guy's playing the game over
there's
here.
other bad things to it because what if his wife finds out? Now you're in the midst of drama. Now I don't want drama in my life. I like my life to be easy. I don't want chaos. This situation is
Yeah.
going to lead to chaos.
This guy is
Yeah, but
in. By
sometimes-
the way, may I just say, this guy is in chaos.
yeah,
He is in chaos now.
Yeah. 'Cause
he has two
You
women.
are not.
yeah.
You don't have to be. You
Mhm.
can be if you want to do what Pauly says and dabble with the devil,
Yeah.
or you save yourself and get out unscathed.
I agree.
Yeah, this is Dr. Edgar just speaking to you from the thing.
So this next segment of the show is I like to do it to just spread good faith and goodness into the world. It's where we go around and say what community service we've done for the week. This week I went to downtown Austin. I handed out meals to the homeless. I did that 2 times this week
Yeah.
for various hours. What about you guys?
That's
step off on-
actually.
I'm gonna step off.
Oh,
Well,
how
you can go
convenient.
next. Yeah,
Pauly's
yeah.
got to
No,
go.
in this section, I'm gonna step off.
Yeah. Pauly's got to go burp somewhere.
No, I haven't done anything for the community.
Oh, you could just say that. You could just say I'm a piece of shit.
I
and
also
didn't do
think you're
anything.
kind of. I think.
No, I feel bad.
No, I didn't mean it. I'm trying
No,
to
no, no.
motivate
Hey,
you.
hey,
Yeah, I
Pauly,
didn't
don't
mean
feel
to-
bad.
don't
He
feel-
meant
come
for
back.
this. No, you did this, Ari.
No, I'm
That's
just
an unfair
you
question.
could go now.
If you already did things this week, I know I got my answer.
I'm just
and
trying
you
to
spring this on
spread-
us. Whatever.
I'm trying to
The week's
spread
not over.
goodness.
It's
Right.
Tuesday.
Okay. You could say what you're gonna do.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
you can?
Yeah. You could say
Oh, I
what you're
thought you
planning
said
to
you
do.
have to do.
No,
Yeah,
no.
well,
You
we've
already
can say
done.
what
We
you
got
have planned.
time.
Yeah.
I might go help.
I might go to Twin Peaks and bring it and find a
some
girl for you
dollars.
to bring back to the Los Angeles.
That
so
is good.
You can put her hefty packs
That's
out on the
really-
porch.
That's
a
awesome.
nice
on
service.
Sunday.
How do my legs look, by the way, on this? I didn't know it was like a 3-shot.
Really
Brandon,
good.
how do they look, Brandon? Sexy? Okay. I'm gonna. You know what? I got these socks are left over from my Richard Simmons short film. I'm gonna put them up. Just
Was there any
Brandon,
updates on
is
that?
Okay.
Do you have any updates for the listeners
We're
on
not
Look
talking
at you
about
trying to
that.
get breaking shit from
Yeah,
your. There's
of
people
course.
here who need you, and you're trying to get
No,
us
you,
Okay, so
skinny.
what do
you
we
get to
do?
your community service?
So what do we do for community service? Right, is your question? This
yeah,
week.
yeah, because I'm trying to let the audience know what we do, so that hopefully it spreads for
Pauly,
them
you've done
doing
stuff.
good.
You've done a lot
Yeah.
for me this week.
Absolutely. Let me. I'm gonna burp and get a water. One second.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Can I tell him about
Yeah,
the
you-
shirt you got me?
You got me 3 shirts today. I went to Terry Plax. The guy gave me
Ga-
3 shirts. If I was
No.
there by myself, guarantee I wouldn't have gotten those shirts.
That's right.
No,
Shout
no.
out to Jason Wade.
No,
this
but-
guy always hooks it up.
But I'm obviously joking by going. I goof off a lot. I'm like my
course.
father. My father
Mhm.
always doing shtick. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but seriously, I always do things for people every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I don't
Pauly's
stop.
one of the most generous people
I
I've ever
don't
met. in my
really
life.
stop.
That's for sure.
I don't stop. I look at the comedians. You guys are comedians. The younger comedians as if they're my children. I don't have any children, so I,
I
like
do
to
feel
give.
like your child, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do give and give and give
Yeah.
to the comedians,
Yep.
whether it's financially, whether it's food.
Why you
whether
point at
it's-
me financially?
Whether it's
'Cause I buy you
whether it's
shirts
doing
all
my
the time.
podcast.
Yeah. No, you.
No,
yeah.
I do.
Oh, beyond
Yeah.
the buying, I kind of said that a little bit as a joke. You bought me nice shirts and like really nice shirts, like nice. Some of my nicest clothes you've bought me
Yeah.
for sure. But I mean, like what Ari was saying earlier, like you brought him on the road. You've brought me places. I performed in Las Vegas for the first time in my career because of you
And my dad.
and your dad. I
Yeah,
got to
that
open
was
up
cool.
for
I
you
remember
and your
that.
dad.
Yeah,
That was
that was
so
crazy.
fucking cool, man.
Yeah. And I remember last night we were up in the mothership in the green room, and you were so excited to show Tony your shirt. Tony
Yeah.
Hinchcliffe, and you're like $250, bro.
Yeah.
Or $300,
Why do you have a
bro.
$300 shirt?
He got it for
You
me.
bought it for wow. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
and he did a few months ago, and it's like the one he bought me a few months ago is my favorite shirt, and I like wear it special occasions. And but then he just bought me one yesterday that's basically bumped that one into the
Wow.
number 2 slot.
But my
Too
point
good,
is,
sure.
is what I'm saying before is I was raised at the Comedy Store. My mom, Mitzi Shore, she was the giver to the comedians. So I feel like I've passed it on because that's what she did.
100%.
And so, yeah, so for the comedians, I don't have a family, but you guys, whether it's Bobby Lee or even Ari Shafir when he first started, and I mean, go down the line, Simone, I mean, all you guys are my kids. And
Yeah.
You're all in my will. So if you kill me, you're gonna be loaded. You're gonna be loaded tomorrow. I'm telling you.
Oh, good to know.
Pauly.
I'll tell him.
Wait, we should go fishing on the
Tell
river
some
tomorrow.
crazy
Go
people.
paddleboarding.
No, but so yeah, so I do, and all my assistants, believe it or not, I give and give and give because I don't let anyone be my assistant unless their heart is into it. Because someone gives me their heart, I give them my heart. You know, I do.
I love that. And that's true. I've observed it. You
What?
do. And I said, I agree with you. I've observed it. You give
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, I care. So
Yeah.
That's good.
you guys should step off since this is me.
All right, you wanna
'Cause
take it
guys are
from
gonna
here?
top that.
I
Yeah.
can't top that.
You're not gonna
Yeah.
top that.
Mm-mm.
I mean, yeah, I was a good friend to my girlfriend's friend who came into town who was going through a breakup. I was there the entire weekend. I mean, I was fucking on call 24/7 for this. Not Frank, but she stayed with Frank.
I
Was
mean,
there.
that was like
Frank
having
met
a
her.
homeless, sweaty Mexican in your place for 4
He's
days.
Was
great,
this girl,
dude.
just wondering, is this girl that vented about her breakup, is she attractive?
Sure.
Cool. I'd like to be there for her. I'd like to meet her and just be there for her and just
He doesn't
console
want to
her.
have sex and hump
No,
her.
no, I'm just trying to. I want to be there to console her because I'm sure you don't want to be the only one
Yeah.
consoling her.
Right. No, I thank you, man. You can
Yeah,
get it.
I
off
just want to. I hear what you did that was good, and I was like, I want to join in on that.
Yeah.
Like you're motivating me to want to be a good guy
Oh,
and console
Hey,
women
man,
that are
good
recently
guys
single.
attract good guys.
Yeah. Okay, here's the next call-in question or write-in question. So my boyfriend just recently asked to have my location on Life 360 app because sometimes I don't respond to him, but I'm with my kids all the time and they constantly pick, so that takes up the majority of my time and he knows this. Should I be concerned at all or that he doesn't trust me? What do you guys think?
I think she shouldn't care.
So you say
Why-
just give
what's
him the
his-
location.
what's,
Yeah, who cares?
What's his reason for asking for
It's
the location?
also a safety thing.
If it's
It is a
if
really
it's purely
safety.
safety, then sure, why not?
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
mean, you
but
watch
also, you
Emma-
do whatever you want. If you don't want to give it to him, or
if you have nothing to hide, I don't see why you can't give
if
it.
he thinks you're hiding something and you're not, well, then that's his problem, and he needs to like work on that. And you
It's-
don't have.
yeah,
to.
I'm
you
not-
have kids. It's like, come on, dude. You have kids. Like,
Trust is important, but also if you really aren't concerned about it and you're with your kids, then what's the problem with sharing your location with them?
right?
I shared my location with my ex. I didn't really
like
care.
who cares?
Yeah, I didn't really care.
If it makes them feel better,
yeah.
you know, and you trust them, and you're like, fuck yeah, here, definitely, I want you to have it because I want you to be comfortable in knowing where I am, and it's
A
all
man is
good.
a protector, and he just wants to protect you.
Sure,
Yeah.
if that is the only reason, I'm totally cool with that.
Mhm.
But if it's because he's insecure
Yeah.
and thinks that you're cheating or something,
Yeah.
and you're really just with your kids, and that's the truth, and he actually has no reason to think that, that's a little alarming.
How long do you guys need to be dating someone before you require that they share their location with you?
I didn't even know I had that for years and years in the relationship, and one day Rachel just kind of sent it to me for some reason. She probably thought it was weird that I didn't care.
She's like, you need to know where I am.
Yeah.
So you don't care.
She's like, hey, babe, just in case you didn't know, here's where I'm at, like that location.
Yeah, I think if you had to think about that, then either they're making you feel that way, or they're not, and you are just thinking that. Then that's where it becomes like a you problem. Why do you think that?
For me, it's as soon as I'd say the first time we make love.
You know what's
I
weird,
need
you
their
guys? When I
location.
just realized
you're-
we're talking, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? People are going to be watching us talk.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It
dude.
is weird.
You know what I mean? Like, why do we have to have people listen to us talk? Why can't we just talk?
Because we're narcissists. A
No,
little
it's not
bit.
about. It's. I mean, I don't think that's it.
No, not even a little. You don't think we're a little bit of narcissists?
I mean, if I were to do a podcast at the end of the
Well,
day,
this isn't a
it's-
podcast. It's just three guys talking. There happens to be cameras.
right. But we're
This
shooting
isn't
it-
his normal podcast.
But he has a podcast.
Yeah, but this is
this is going to go on his podcast.
Probably.
He's gonna post this.
But is it usually three people?
No, usually it's two. So it's a little
That's
out
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
normal.
This might be a spin-off.
Could be.
It's on the Patreon.
Could be the Patreon only.
Yeah, this could this could be a Patreon though.
So I say as soon as we make love,
Yeah.
I need that location.
Mm.
If you want to keep seeing me, you got to share.
Are
your
you being
location.
serious?
Could be.
You know,
That's
you're
kind
kidding.
of psycho-y, bro.
Look
how
at
long do you?
Pauly
How long do you
Shore.
wait?
What?
How long do you wait before you make them share their location?
I've never asked a girl for a location.
Yeah, bro.
I just want to make sure they're safe so
No,
I can
you-
protect
wha-
them. I'm a protector. I'm a natural
What
provider
the
and
fuck
protector.
are you gonna do, Ari?
I will go to their location and I'll have my weapons here. And if any dangers arise, I'll save them and I'll be a hero.
Dude, you can't
Most
do
girls
shit.
want
You're-
this, and most girls don't want this.
I don't know
A
about
guy
that.
that's like da 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 da, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to do it. Like, because
Most
girls
girls-
want to know. Like, sometimes again, this sounds weird, but like, sometimes women, and this sounds weird, of course, think it's cool. I think if a guy is, I don't want to say abusive because that's not a right word, but like da 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 with them, because in their fucked up mind, they're like, oh, he loves me.
And that's
Yeah.
what it is, coming from a place of love and protection.
Is
I'm
it-
old school. Yeah.
for real.
I'm old school. Yeah. I keep a gun above
Are
my
you
bed.
worried at all that they'd be cheating on you?
That's just a nice little added bonus because
Yeah,
that's the thing. If they don't share their location with me, they're probably being a little bit of a whore.
Okay,
They're
dude.
probably-
I can't tell if we're doing
Or
comedy.
those are
probably
conversations
slurring
that
around.
you've created in your
In my
mind,
head. Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
All
So
right,
it's just
what's
like,
the next thing on your pamphlet there?
my husband was trying to show me something on TikTok and he couldn't find it. He then let me look at his phone to try and find the video. While I was looking, I noticed that my husband spends an hour a day looking at skinny women shaking their butts on TikTok. I'm overweight and this hurts me in multiple ways. Am I wrong for being upset?
I get why you're upset. That's upsetting. Is he wrong?
I don't know.
What did your ex find you doing?
So me throwing
Yeah.
this question.
No, you.
My ex found
Found
me
you.
watching pornography a
Right,
couple
right,
times in a
right.
night. And I was just going to actually compare this
So,
to
yeah,
that.
so it's like that.
It's kind of like catching your boyfriend watching porn, which I
Mm-hmm.
think today, in most people's standards, should be allowed, right? Most people,
I mean, it's everywhere.
everyone watches porn now. And
Sure.
And if you can't really get mad at your partner for watching it. I think most people have that opinion.
I think it would
No?
depend on like if you guys are if you're watching porn because you just want to go on a little adventure and that seems fine. But if you're chronically watching porn because you're not satisfied and because to me it's when when I'm having sex with my girlfriend a lot, we're just going at it more than usual. I'm not thinking about porn.
Agreed.
You know, I'm just really just like
Mm-hmm.
there. But sometimes I'll look at porn. Fuck yeah. She's not in the mood or like.
But wouldn't you
She's
say
not
that
around?
this watching
Let me-
TikTok?
Let
That's
me
an
ask you
adventure.
guys this. And don't answer wait just right away. Just think about it. Has there ever been a time where you've been, especially you, because you had a girlfriend a while, where you're gonna hump your babe,
Yeah.
and you can't get a hard on, so you go in the other room
And get
Why
it
are you
started?
fucking laughing?
No, sorry.
And you go in the other room and you watch the porn to get hard.
Yeah.
And then you come back in and she doesn't know you watch the porn to get hard, and she feels your hard dick. And
Yeah.
she's like, wow, da 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 da.
This is a good question.
Yeah. Of course.
You've done that?
For sure.
What about a boner pills from the gas station?
No. Do those work?
I've heard they do.
I haven't tried them, but
What's a
I'd be
boner
down to
pill
try.
from the gas station?
It's like over-the-counter Viagra.
But is it?
Oh,
What's in it?
I don't know.
Is it like
Chemical.
vitamins,
It's
chemicals?
dick vitamins,
I don't know.
dick chemicals. No, I don't think they're good for you. But
I don't know.
They're good at giving.
The good
giving
thing
you
about
boner.
not jerking off to porn all the time is just
It helps you get
you're
erections
ready.
for your
You're
woman.
ready.
Yeah,
It's like that's natural. Is like now you're supposed to fuck.
I agree. Yeah. So for this case scenario, I would say I get why you're hurt,
Yeah.
but you kind of got to. At the end of the day, he's looking at a TikTok.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything.
By the way, it's like
really
you don't
wrong.
get to monitor what goes on in his mind. If he's with you and he's showing you love and respect and he's genuinely into you,
Mm-hmm.
then who cares what he looks at while he's scrolling? Like it's hard, dude. I mean, you have all this access on your phone, and what happens too is these apps pick up your algorithm. So he could have been scrolling, saw something, looked at it a little bit too long.
I just talked to your producer, Brandon,
Yeah.
and he says, guess how long we've been talking for? Take
How
a
long?
guess.
30?
18 minutes.
How much? No, for
35
real.
minutes?
Yes. Let's just stop. Think about it for real.
Okay.
We've been here going da 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 da.
There was 5 minutes it was on where we weren't going.
Okay, so 5 minutes on. Okay, okay now how?
33 minutes.
28.
33 minutes.
Dude.
No, 43 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
43 minutes.
That's good.
Damn.
Okay, so we're gonna
It's
do
such good
8
chemistry.
seven
I was
more-
really
seven-
high at the
Yeah.
beginning
7
of
more
this. so
minutes.
time.
We stop at 50.
Okay.
My agent just texted me, said, "Why are you doing this podcast?"
How's your agent know you're here? Does he have your location? Get over here. Get over here. Try it.
You got to do
You're
Harlan
scratching the
Williams. You
equipment.
got to do Harlan Williams podcast. Oh my god, that guy's fucking.
That guy's so crazy.
I
and
love
funny. He's so
Harlan.
funny.
Harlan
He's one of my favorites.
He's so
There's a great story about Harlan Williams. I don't even know him that well to be telling a story like this, but I watched his Comedy Central Presents when I was like 12. Loved it. And one time I was in the green room with him in the belly room, barely knew him, and I said, "Hey, I have this joke of yours that I love. I watched it when I was like 12. The joke is, this is my impression of Winnie the Pooh robbing someone. Give me all your money and your honey." Just a retarded, dumb joke, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'll do it right now." He goes up on stage, does it, eats complete shit with the joke, and then looks at me and moves on. But it was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. What's a good amount of money to give your 19-year-old daughter for her birthday?
19
I'd say like $200.
Yeah, that's a good amount of money.
for her birthday. Sure.
200 is pretty good.
Yeah.
200 is a good amount for anybody, really.
300.
You say you give
That's
her
a
300?
lot.
No,
What
I
does a
think it's-
19-year-old need $300
Yeah,
for?
that's what I'm saying.
She can't go to the bar.
For my daughter's birthday, I'm like, I would think 200. I would give you 200, but it's your birthday. That's awesome. You're 19. This is the last year of you being a teenager. Let's make sure you get,
For me, it would depend on her behavior that year.
of course.
Has she been a good girl or a bad girl?
I don't even know it depends on how bad. I mean, now we're like, if she's just like, I couldn't tell you, but I think it'd be a good.
Does she go to a good college? Does she get good grades? Or is she a dropout that works at McDonald's part-time and smokes a lot of weed?
I wouldn't care about that.
You wouldn't? If your 19-year-old worked at McDonald's part-time and smoked weed all
If
day, you
you're a
wouldn't care?
shitty daughter, you just don't, give her
I
just
would,
a
I would,
present.
I
I
would
would
give her 100
I
if
wouldn't
she was-
care that that's what she's doing with her life. I wouldn't I wouldn't judge that. I would motivate her to find what she really wants to do, and if that is it, then I'm happy.
If my daughter worked at McDonald's part-time and smoked weed all day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a different daughter. I'm trading her in.
You're just gonna have a new daughter
Yeah, I'm trading that bitch in
for another 19-year-old.
for a different 19-year-old daughter.
Why are you guys just talking to one another? You not want me to be here or something?
No, I want you to be here really
No,
bad.
it seems like you guys don't want me to be
What
here.
is it about
No.
podcasts that make people put on sunglasses? I see them all over podcasts. Guys in
To
sunglasses.
look cool, maybe. Cool look.
No, maybe it's me wanting to fucking leave because you're not talking to me.
We'll get to the last one
Brandon,
here.
right? Well, don't you think?
I'm sorry, Pauly.
Fuck you, Brandon. You just got here.
Hey, Pauly.
No, he's been here for
No.
32 minutes.
Pauly, I just want to apologize for leaving you out.
You know
a
what I
little
mean?
bit. Yeah.
I mean, when you watch it back, dude, look at me. 8 minutes, you guys just like this.
I should appreciate you being here more.
Yeah.
And instead, I took it for granted and kind of just got tired of you and left you out. And I apologize for that.
Why'd you get tired of me?
It's just, you're annoying. No, just kidding.
You would also leave. You leave. You've
Yeah,
left a
you-
couple times.
Well, that's because I just fucking ate 10 pounds of beef.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
We ate
come
a lot
on.
of
I'm
turkey
giving you a
last-
What the fuck
break.
do you want?
I'm giving you a break. And
You
you've
know?
added a lot to this. You've been in this whole podcast.
Let's do one more and wrap it up. We all need to take poops, huh? We all need to poop a
No,
little
it's
bit.
not a poop thing. It's just
I'll need
I'm
a
tired
break.
from just
Yeah,
eating
I'm tired
fucking
too.
beef.
Yeah.
I'm tired too. Is it okay to ask the person you are dating to get a test done before you both have no condom sex? Because he says he doesn't like using one, it cuts off his circulation, and he doesn't get as hard for that long. And if he refuses to wear a condom, is that a red flag?
Yeesh. God. This is a personal preference thing. Not one thing means.
I
just-
think if you guys have been dating for a while and you haven't humped and you're really thinking about this is going to be the real relationship, then I think you should take STD tests and
Yeah.
and blood tests and all that shit. Yeah.
I think, neither side is wrong. I think you should be allowed to make him take a test, and he should be allowed to say, I don't like condoms. Because I get it. I hate condoms.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing condoms.
I like condoms.
Oh, you like them? Okay.
Yeah, I like them because it makes me come less faster.
Yeah.
Because if you don't wear a condom, you feel the pussy juice on your fucking dick.
I
Yeah.
get that.
I need
Come
that's
amen,
part of the
brother.
ride, dude. I
Amen,
can't not
brother.
I
have
know,
that.
but I'm 56, but I still come like I'm a fucking 19-year-old.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's,
Really?
that's,
At
that's a
56?
shore thing. That's all the shores are like that.
Yeah.
Come
they,
really
Yeah.
fast?
Yeah.
Real-
All three shores.
Okay.
they come really
Yeah.
fast.
From what I heard. I don't know.
So, anyways, yeah. So I like the condom, and then also if I'm an orgasm, I feel more comfortable wearing a condom as opposed to not a condom. Because if you don't wear a condom, you can get a girl pregnant.
I was going to say, you have to worry about girls trying to sneak your semen into them
Yes.
for kids. We
Yes.
don't really have to worry about that because no one wants to have our kids.
Yes.
But I see where you're coming from. Yeah. If
Yeah.
I was Pauly Shore.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. Like I've had sex with a girl about 3 weeks ago. I had sex with a girl, right? And usually when you have sex, I'm gonna just talk to him now. I'm not gonna talk to you fucking guys.
That's rude, but okay.
I'm just doing what you guys did to me. So fuck you guys. Brandon, I like you. You know what? You come in here, finish it off. Ari, go sit somewhere else. I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just
there's
kidding.
a fourth seat.
No, what I'm saying is that, Brandon, I had sex with a girl recently, and usually when you have sex with a girl, what do they say?
Thank-
Spank me, pull my hair, right? Put my finger in my butt, things like that. This girl, she said, come in me, come in me, come in me.
So
I'm
hot.
like,
That's
I'm
such
not
red
coming
flag.
in you, bitch. You're not getting my $3 residual checks from Encino Man.
Smart.
You didn't wheeze the juice.
Hoard it up.
Why the fuck aren't you laughing at that joke? That gets a big fucking laugh.
Do you do that on stage?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That's
It's a
good.
great
No,
joke.
That's a great joke.
Yeah.
Before we go, last thing. Are there any problems either of you have that I could help you with your life, Paul? Is there anything in your life that I could assist you
I
with?
need an affordable podcast studio.
Creek in the Cave, probably. Good one.
Yeah. Maybe we should start some stuff in LA.
Yeah,
You
let's do
know,
it.
fuck around in there. I want to go in that studio over there and
Definitely,
see what
it's a
that's
nice
going
one.
on.
Yeah.
Yep, that'd be $1,000 every 10 minutes.
I appreciate you both coming in here, checking out the studio, testing out the equipment with me. Where can we find you guys on the internet? People wanted to follow your journey.
My name's Matt Edgar. Matt has one T in it.
Matt with one T,
That's
Edgar,
all you
Matedgar.
Yes.
Matt Edgar.
My name is Richard Simmons, and you can find me at the Richard Simmons Pottery Barn in Massachusetts. No, I don't know. You can find me wherever. It's just Pauly Shore.
PaulyShore.com.
All over my
at Pauly Shore.
podcast, the PMS Podcast Show. It's quite a hoot. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Really good.
It's pretty wild. We have Trailer Park Tammy on today, right?
She's amazing.
She's
Chelsea
funny.
Lynn, hilarious. They
And-
film at Jam in the Van. It's a great show.
Yeah, it's a great show. We got Daddy Longnecks. He's on the show, and then also Zulu.
Daddy Longnecks, do you think he's autistic or no?
No.
I think he might be autistic. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I think it takes longer for the blood to get to the brain.
Yeah, that could be it. Maybe it's not autism. It's just the blood takes
Blood.
longer to get there.
Yeah.
You know what he
That's
says
not
he
oxygen.
did? What he said he's done before? He put his whole head in a vagina.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
If you think about it, all of our whole heads have been in a vagina.
Yeah, but he's
we're
got the
babies.
little head though. He's got the little head with the long neck.
Was his penis also in the vagina or just his head?
Just his head all the way down to his neck.
Where was
like
his
this.
penis?
Down
in
there.
his hand.
That's what I would do.
All right. Great to have you guys.
What
We'll
was
see
the
you
name of
next
the
time.
show again?
This is Unlicensed Therapy.
Okay, so because you're not licensed,
That's correct.
but you
No.
still give therapy.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you for having us, guys.
See you guys. Bye.
You can play some music right now.
You're listening to
Unlicensed. Unlicensed.
Unlicensed
Unlicensed.
Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Mannis.